Well, there are many people around the state who rely on Medicare for insurance coverage.
Medicare's open enrollment period begins soon, so joining us now with more is Jonathan Burleson, Nebraska SHIP Administrator. Thanks for being here today.
Hey, good morning, Taryn. Good morning, John.
Yes, good morning.
So we are talking about Medicare. When is open enrollment?
Yeah, so the Medicare Open Enrollment season begins October 15th and it runs through December 7th of every single year. Yeah.
Okay.
So a very important time for folks.
Okay.
And I know we were talking about this, but do people know, when open enrollment rolls around, do they get a notice that maybe they need to make a change, or at least are they notified of that?
Yeah, so Medicare does have a requirement that people with Part D plans or Medicare Advantage plans, they should receive an annual notice of change. That notice does come in the month of September. So that notice will highlight any of the changes that a person will anticipate to see in the next calendar year. Basically, if the plan is available next year, it's going to highlight those different costs, the coverage, etc. But sometimes we run into situations where a person's plan doesn't continue into the next calendar year, and that's definitely when we want people to have an awareness. Sometimes those plans might automatically crosswalk, basically meaning the individual's automatically enrolled into a new plan within that company's offerings. Sometimes that doesn't occur, and that's a really important thing to be aware of, because if the plan doesn't continue next year, January 1st, the individual is kind of in a different spot, not having what they thought they had in place, essentially.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so what do people need to know for this year?
Yeah, so we are specifically in our state in Nebraska, we're seeing a reduction in our Part D plans. This year we have basically 14 plans. We're reducing down to 11. So 3 of the plans are exiting. So folks with Part D plans, they really do want to make sure they're taking a look, is my plan one of those plans that's exiting, or will my coverage still be available? If we have people enrolled in Medicare Advantage options are about the same from this year moving into next, but we do have some plans reducing coverage in some counties. They're exiting those specific counties, so we do want people to again be aware of that. Just because a plan might be available from a company, maybe it's not being made available within a specific area part of our state. So again, that awareness is really key.
The good news is there are people like you that are out there. We can find out more. Okay, so if somebody has a concern, how do they find out more information? Yeah,
so I'm very proud to lead the Nebraska SHIP and SMP office. We provide unbiased Medicare education and counseling. We have a statewide toll-free hotline. That number is 1-800-234-7119.
Okay, Jonathan, good stuff. Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much.